The childhood of Lyanna, the princess of the Misty Land. In a faraway kingdom high in the northern mountains, where fog hugs the trees and tall pine forests grow thick, a baby girl was born. Her name was Lyanna. Her hair was shiny black and wavy, like the night sky. Her eyes were bright and deep, like they were hiding a brave secret. Lyanna was the daughter of King Theon and Queen Serana. From the moment she arrived, Lyanna brought laughter and joy to Ravenfell Castle. King Theon, a strong and brave ruler, lifted her up high and said,
"My daughter will shine like a star among the mountains."
Queen Serana held her close, singing old songs passed down from the queens before her, songs full of love and magic. Lyanna was not a quiet baby. She liked to wiggle, kick her blankets, and move all the time. The maids were always busy chasing her because she loved to crawl away and hide behind tables with an apple or a piece of bread in her tiny hands. When rain fell and fog covered the windows, Lyanna would press her face against the glass, watching with curious eyes. When the sun peeked out, she would pull someone's hand and ask to go outside, to the garden where wildflowers grew between stones. Several years had passed. Lyanna had grown into a beautiful young girl, with grace in her posture and warmth in her smile. Every morning, Queen Serana sat with Lyanna in the sunny room. She taught her how to sit tall, speak kindly, and learn the symbols of the royal families. She also read her stories about wise queens, peaceful kingdoms, and harvest festivals. But Lyanna didn't always enjoy those stories.
Did the queens ever climb mountains by themselves? Did any of them fight or go exploring like adventurers?
She once asked. Queen Serana smiled gently, even if deep inside she wondered. Maybe Lyanna was not like the princesses in the books. In the afternoon, Lyanna spent time with her father. King Theon had a big voice like thunder and a laugh that echoed through the castle. When Lyanna was 10 years old, he gave her a tiny bow made of dark wood, with carvings and soft arrows.
"You have strong hands that love to move, so give your hands something brave to do."
Lyanna loved her little bow. She practiced shooting apples, hay bags, and sometimes, by mistake, the guards' shields. But if she missed, she just laughed and tried again. Lyanna had a special friend named Branwen, a gray horse born on the same day as her. They grew up together, learning to trust each other. When Lyanna turned 5, she could ride Branwen by herself, her hands shaking, but her eyes full of courage. She also had other friends, a tiny bird named Tuft, a fox that visited the kitchen, and a sneaky weasel that liked to steal the maid's boots. The forest near the castle wasn't scary for her. To Lyanna, it was a giant playground full of wonder. When she turned 6, Lyanna sneaked out at dawn while everyone was still asleep. She walked along the rocky path, followed a little stream, and went deep into the old forest. There, she saw a soft blue-green light, floating between the trees. It spun and danced, then disappeared and came back again. She followed it, her heart thumping. For a moment, it felt like the forest was whispering secrets from long ago. When she returned to the castle and told her mother, the queen said,
"That is a sign that there are paths outside the map, but only the brave ones can follow them."
Ravenfell Castle was never quiet after Lyanna learned to walk. She once spilled paint all over the grand hallway. She said she was trying to paint the mountains. She even climbed the tallest tree in the garden to see what the world looked like from up high. She made trouble, yes, but no one could truly stay mad at her, because whenever Lyanna laughed, the whole castle felt alive again. One morning, just like many others, Lyanna sat by her bedroom window. The mountains in the distance looked soft and white behind the fog. She held her tiny arrow in one hand, but her eyes were looking far away, toward places she hadn't been yet. She didn't know that one day she would break the rules, challenge the old ways, and make her own path. But that morning she knew only one thing. She wanted to grow up not to wear a crown, but to follow her own voice.